got going on this late in the game. So jury number 25 clearly got issues. And so this basically, I'm going to paraphrase this whole scenario right here real quick. So apparently jury 25 can't seem to get on board, and almost every juror in the jury deliberation room is saying that jury 25 is going to be a major problem because he ain't following the instructions that the judge gave him. Okay, so now we're not really we're not really sure on if he's talking about for the prosecution or if he's talking about for Diddy. But it really, at this point, it does not matter. You were given instructions to follow, therefore follow the instructions for the law. And this is where, really and truly, this is where Diddy's them team is hoping will happen, that there will be some disruptions when it comes to the jury selection in that deliberating room when it comes to their decision on the final judgment for his case. Because if they all can't unanimously agree on something, it's going to result in a mistrial, which basically is a technical let-off for him, if in fact the feds does not decide to pick the case back up to try to recharge him, or retry, should I say, the case against P. Diddy. So we don't need no problems. If y'all, I mean, now all of a sudden y'all starting to see that jury 25 is a problem, or was jury 25 a problem from the beginning? See, this is the thing. Now they do have alternate jurors that are on the jury selection process that does sit in during the trial, but they're not technically in the deliberating room. They're like alternates, so they have to be there in order to hear what's going on. So just in case they have to step in and take the place of a juror, because remember, we have to remember this. It has to be 12 jurors that unanimously agree on something before they can actually convict him on. So if they're having a problem with jury 25 need to get ejected up out of there. Regardless if we having the problem because he's in favor of Diddy and we want him to get off, or if he is in favor of the prosecution side and says that he's guilty. Either way, it really does not matter at this point. He does not need, or she does not need, because they're not really specifying who. Well, I think they did. They said it was a male. He was the older gentleman who was the scientist. So they actually are specifying who he is. So he needs to just go. They need to go ahead and get him up out of here, because it wouldn't be fair either way. Now, in like my personal opinion, he's guilty. You know, let's go ahead and just sentence him to some type of time in jail, whether it be life or otherwise. Hey, bro, you did the crime. It's time for you to do the time. But I do believe in following the letter of the law. I do believe in you doing what the law says, you following those guidelines, and you don't be biased when it comes to your decision making, and that you fairly give everything the fair opportunity before casting your judgment. And then we all collectively come together and decide what we're going to do. So clearly there is an issue going on with jury 25. You know, in year 2025, how coinkle-dinkle, and that probably don't mean anything. But here's the thing. Get that person up out of there and go ahead and put somebody from the alternate jury selection in his place, so that way they can carry on with this, because this is just ridiculous at this point. It's too freaking late in the game and too early as far as deliberations are concerned for you to be around here acting crazy. Just follow the rules, do what that needs to be done. If it's something that you're misunderstanding, and I know they can't hear me, y'all, but I'm talking like you can. If it's something that you're misunderstanding, just get clarity on whatever it is so we can continue on with this. Because, honey, we ain't here for no mistrials. We're not here to be starting this mess all over again so they can try to work up something to try to get this man off. Absolutely not. You know what I'm going to say, and I know it, so let me go over ahead and throw it out there, because some probably thinking that jury's probably paid off and, and he's doing this for Diddy or whatever, or he's He's an undercover juror person, and he's such in there because I'm sure all the conspiracy theories are going to start kicking in. But he probably just a stubborn old man that just don't want to listen to stuff and just get his behind on up out of there. Because if he's being biased now, he probably was being biased then, and he needs to go. You need to get people in there that are not going to really be persuaded one way or the other when this issue come into play, and they're seriously just going to look at the law for what the law is and then pass down a verdict based off of that. Well, go ahead and tell me how y'all feel. Let me know how y'all feeling about this situation with jury number 25. Now, at first I thought it was a jury that kind of had, vertigo. I was like, oh Lord, that episode about to start back up again, because I just really felt like with the vertigo thing, I myself suffer from that from time to time. You just never know what and when is going to happen. So I just thought maybe they should have replaced that person just in case, just for the simple fact that you just don't know. But it's not even that person. It's the scientist. Okay, Bill's not a science guy. Let's get smart here. Let's do what we need to do and let justice be served the proper way so we don't get a mistrial, sir. God darn, it's too early for this, y'all. It is too early. Go ahead and drop that comment down in the comment section. Let's talk. As always, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Keep God first. And toodles.